there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and welcome back if you're joining me once more. Today's class is a 45-minute Vinyasa flow class. It's part of the intermediate series of classes, and this class is a really nice well-rounded flow with a little bit more focus on opening through the chest, opening the heart, upper back, and strengthening and toning the shoulders. And hopefully it will leave you feeling quite energized, open and receptive. I really hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice coming into child's pose at the back of your mat. Bring the thighs parallel, rest your torso over your thighs, arms alongside your body. Begin to soften into the shape as best you can. Invite your arms to slacken so there's a nice soft energy around the back of your neck, the doming and widening of your upper back. And softening into the folds of your hips and your knees, allowing the sides of your neck and the bottom of your jaw to relax. Make contact with your breath. And sense your inhale moving into the lungs, creating space across your back. Your out-breath inviting you to sink and fall a little deeper into that space that the breath leaves behind. Take 3 more quiet, deliberate breaths. And with your in-breath, slowly lift your torso upright, come to kneel, and take your fingertips behind the floor. You can turn your fingers back or forward, and gently lift the knees if it feels comfortable, lengthening into the tops of your feet, brightening into the chest. And then just return the knees to the floor and interlace your fingers at the center of your chest. Breathe a full breath in. Exhale, send the fists forward and round the spine, chin to chest. In breath, take your arms overhead, spin the palms to face up. Exhale, release your hands behind your back and interlace the fingers. Stay upright, breath in, puff your chest, merge the shoulder blades. Take a breath out and forward fold over your thighs. Pause for a few breaths. Lightly lift the front of your shoulders away from the floor. And keep your hands interlaced now. Breathing in, lift the torso. And exhale, turn the hands inside out. Press the palms toward the floor. Next in-breath, release your hands, sweep the arms overhead, raise your hips. And on your exhale, take your hands to the mat and onto all fours. Fanning your fingers wide and feel the skin stretch across the surface of your palms. Tuck your toes here and aim your heels toward the ceiling. On an inhale, soften your belly, lift your gaze, arch the spine. Exhale, untuck your toes and round the spine. Keep moving with your breath, alternating with the feet, and circulating some movement into the bones of your spine, pelvis, the hips and the feet. On your next in-breath, return to center. And on your out-breath, Anahatanasana. Keep your hips stationed over your knees
and walk your hands forward. Hands a little wider than your shoulders, melting your chest, your forehead toward the mat. Keeping integrity and stability across the shoulders by widening your upper back, like you're turning your armpits toward the mat as you reach through the length of your arms. And keep tethering your awareness to each breath. Take a breath in, look forward, and exhale, make your way onto your belly for a Sphinx Variation. So walking onto the forearms, press your palms together here, and then step the feet wide to the side edges of your mat. So isometrically drawing your elbows toward your body, breathe your chest forward through your arms, actively engage your belly, legs, toes, and then on an in-breath, dive your arms forward straight, forehead toward the mat, and then on an exhale, lift your chest, cactus your arms, and bring your legs together. As you inhale, arms swim forward, press the palms, legs go wide. Exhale, cactus the arms, and bring the legs together. Stay with this sequence, warming and toning your arms, your spinal muscles, glutes and the thighs, so helpful for posture, core stability. Let's take 2 more together. And rest. Take your hands by your side, press back into a wide knee child's pose. And just feel and spread your breath into your back body. And let your out breath fall into a relaxed belly, decompressing. And center your right hand now ahead of you. Take a simple twist, thread your left arm under your right. Nestle softly toward your left shoulder, left side cheek. And switch. Thread and twist to your left now. And coming back to center, walking onto the hands. And take the next few breaths to press back into your first downward facing dog. Offer yourself a long stride, space between your hands and your feet, between your fingers and your toes. And just ease your way in. Notice where you might be able to offer your body a little bit more space. You might like to pedal the heels, bend the knees, sway the hips. And then settle, be still, except for the movement of your breath. Take 2 more here. Take a deep breath in together, glance forward, bend the knees, and make your way to the top of your mat. Easy forward fold, placing your feet hips width apart. Hands to hold the frame of your elbows, generous bend in the knees. And as you greet your forward fold, invite your head to hang heavy. Releasing your hands to the floor now, hang in ragdoll. And on a slow, long sip of breath, rise to stand, circle the arms out, overhead. And then pause, press your palms to the center of your chest. We'll flow through 3 rounds, Surya Namaskar C, First round, slightly slower pace, and then we'll flow unhurried, consistent movement with breath. Breathing in, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale and forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge, set the right knee down. Reach your arms, frame your ears. Stay for your exhale, firm your right sit bone forward. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward, high push up. Hold here, 3 breaths. Gather all 4 sides of your waist toward your center, thighs firm, eyes gently forward. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Drop anchors into your hands. Invite your arm bones to grow long. Flex the toes toward your shins so your heels grow heavy. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back. See that the eyes of your hip points point down. Exhale, right foot steps up, left knee to the floor. Low lunge, breath in, circle the arms overhead. Pause for your out breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor and stepping up, top of the mat. Inhale, take your halfway lift. Exhale and fold in. Come to stand, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart. Next few rounds, 1 movement, 1 breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, bring the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your mat, step back, downward facing dog. Heels heavy. And inhale, float forward to your high push-up. Exhale, lower to your belly. Hands by your low ribs. Inhale, low back bend, cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Breath in, arms go high. Breath out, hands to your mat, stepping up. Inhale, Arder Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up to stand, grow long. Exhale, hands rest to prayer at your heart. Final round, deep inhale. As your arms reach up, allow your hands, your breath to find top together. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, long waist, eyes forward. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Breath in, ripple forward, high push-up. Breath out, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, raise your right leg up. Breath out, stepping forward, low lunge, left knee softly down. Root down, reach tall, arms go high. Exhale, hands to the mat and step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise to stand. And hands to your heart center. We'll keep flowing Just letting the timing of your breath determine your pace. Bring the toes together, top of your mat. On your inhale, come into chair pose. Motion your hips down and back, firm your belly. On your in-breath, reach your arms straight overhead, and then exhale, swim your arms back, raise your heels, balance on your toes. Breath to movement now. On your inhale, drop the heels, return to chair. Exhale, arms back, lift the heels and balance. Once more, land the heels, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, arms float back, firm belly and balance. Return to chair on your inhale, and on your exhale, straighten the legs and forward fold. Take a breath in, halfway lift, long spine, open your throat as you look forward. On your exhale, step the right foot back or come into Warrior One. Drop anchors into your feet as you rise up, arms reach. Pause and linger for a few breaths. We'll build some heat. If you're feeling any pinching or discomfort in the low back here, just know that you can stagger your feet a little wider and your torso can face a little more to the right, and it might offer you a little bit more space to extend and experience the shape with a fuller breath. Take 2 more cycles of breath. Keep the legs where they are. On your exhale, tee out your arms to shoulder height and take eagle arms. Right arm over the top, left arm under, and either press the palms or hold opposite shoulders. Breath in, lift the elbows. Breath out, forward fold halfway. Your rear heel is your anchor here, so press the outer edge of your right foot down so this shape doesn't feel too top heavy, belly drawing in toward the body. And then breathe across the dome of your ribs. On your next breath in, return to your Warrior One. Glide upright, unwrap, reach the arms, enjoy the space, the warmth in your shoulders. And exhale, hands to your mat. Stepping back, high push-up, pause. Take a breath and transition into right side Vashistasana, side plank. So if you'd like more support in this arm balance, drop your right knee to the floor. Just try and prioritize a feeling of stability, equanimity in your shape. So if you're feeling stationed and strong, you can raise your left leg, and you can do this in the modified version as well, and step the left toes behind your right leg for Wild Thing. So piking your hips and keep stabilizing your right shoulder blade in, recruiting your right side obliques, your buttocks muscles. Take 1 more breath. Firm belly, exhale, swivel back, face your mat, and either travel through a Vinyasa or lean the hips up and back and come to downward facing dog. Settle in, 3 deep breaths. Eyes forward on your in-breath. Exhale, make your way, top of the mat. Lengthen and fold with your breath. Chair pose on your in-breath, sit low. Fill and spread your low back. So you feel like you're moving your sacrum forwards there. From here we'll flow. On an inhale, reach tall. On an exhale, arms sweep back, raise your heels and balance. Inhale, land the heels, chair pose. Exhale and balance. Once more, inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale and balance, lift the heels. Return to chair. And then on your exhale, just forward fold over the legs, straighten the legs, enjoy the stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, left foot steps back, warrior one. Rise up, reach your arms and settle in. Making contact with the feedback from your body. So hear the quality of your breath. The feeling tone in your back and your hips can really help inform your adjustments there. And lean toward a feeling of ease and stability. And float your arms down to shoulder height. And then go ahead, wrap the arms, left arm over, right arm under. Your version, eagle arms. On an inhale, feel the broadness through your upper back. Exhale and fold, send your heart forward. And again here, just moving away from tensing, intensity, even in the way you engage your abs here. So you try not to compress or restrict your breath, but just offer yourself support there so that a lightness and a buoyancy can expand from a feeling of stability right at the center. And your breath can expand from your waist to your lungs. Push down through your front foot. Next breath in, return, warrior one, unwrap, reach the arms. And exhale, hands to your mat. High push up. And then left side, Vashistasana, side plank. Option to take your left knee to the floor. Right arm reaches up. And if you're feeling challenged, just try and meet that challenge with a little levity, lightness in your approach. So you're defining each pose by your ability to breathe deep and not bracing, holding your breath. Finding your own unique edge. If you'd like to add on, step the right toes behind for Wild Thing. Just another opportunity to open through the front seam of your body. Take one more breath, expand. Exhale, firm the belly, release, hands to your mat and flow, high to low. Back bend of your choice. And downward facing dog. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Next exhale, just take the knees to the floor for child's pose, a brief pause. Rest the weight of your arms, if that feels best, or you can press your palms here and take your hands to the nape of your neck. Let your next exhale be a cue to release, perhaps a sigh. Allow your mat to carry the weight of your body. Taking 3 more slow, deep breath. And release your arms forward now, gliding up onto all fours. And rest your forearms to the floor parallel with one another. And we'll step out to a forearm plank pose. Option to keep your knees on the floor here if you're still working on your upper body or core strength. In either variation, commit to really firming your obliques toward your navel. Press down through your inner forearms, your wrists, and position the back of your skull in line with your tailbone. And then moving into Dolphin Prep, raise your hips, dropping your head and stepping your feet a little closer toward you. So feel the spread of your upper back, the strength of your upper body supporting you. And as much as you can, press down with what you've got in contact with the floor. It'll give you a little bit more buoyancy and lightness. And then once more, walk your way out to forearm plank, body parallel with the floor, feet step back, tone the thighs. Practice an even breath. And then on an exhale, pitch your hips high, return to Dolphin Prep. Last one here, firm your biceps in so you stay contained and focused. There's a rest coming up. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart here. On your inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. And then when you're ready, spring to your plank pose, elbows straight. And then lower with control to your belly. Release the shoulders now. Tee out your right arm at shoulder height. And bend your left elbow up toward the ceiling, tent the fingers, and we'll just gently roll onto the right side hip. Before you go any further, just allow the weight of your head to rest toward the floor. And if you feel like you've got more space there or you'd like more sensation, you might like to step the left toes behind you and lean a little bit more weight toward the front of your right shoulder. Just linger here in a shape where your breath feels smooth. And releasing back onto your belly, set up for the left side. Be sure your left hand lines up with your shoulder there, and then just roll to your left. Adjusting or adding on or easing off. Take 3 more cycles of breath. And we'll come back to our prone position on our bellies now. Set up for Locust and Bow Pose. And for this variation, feel free to take the feet wide for a little bit more space through the low back or narrow legs together. Try and point the heels up toward the ceiling, arms alongside your body, palms down. And let your next in-breath inflate and lift your body. Lift and extend the legs. Lift and extend back through to the fingers, lifting through the chest. And if you feel like you had the mobility, clasp your hands behind your back. Find 3 more deep breaths. And release, melt down, turn a cheek to the mat, palms up, heels can fall out. And second round, option to return to Locust, or an alternative here might include Cobra or Sphinx, or follow along with me for Bow Pose. Bending your knees, flexing your feet, and hold onto the ankles or your feet, thumbs down. Take the next few breaths to lift and expand into this nice deep back bend. You're toning and strengthening your back muscles here. You're opening your chest, giving yourself more space to breathe. Your whole body benefiting from your attention. One more deep breath. And release. Take your hands by your low ribs and then either press back into a child's pose or downward facing dog. And take 5 smooth, deep breaths. Taking a shape that feels the most restorative and recalibrating for your spine. And if you've been in child's pose, making your way into downward facing dog, final standing sequence now. On your in-breath, raise your right leg up and back. On your exhale, step up, warrior 2. Here for 5 steady breaths. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. And at the very top of your inhale, straighten your right leg. Keep 2 straight legs, transition into triangle pose. Try and shift the pelvis back away from your right leg as you reach forward and down. And then without gripping, try and push down and away with your feet. Sense an upward energy through the legs. Then turn the belly, the ribs, the chest open. Next breath in, reverse your warrior, rebend your right leg. And on your exhale, nice slow transition moving into half moon, Arder, Chandrasana. Right fingertips to the floor, left leg floats up. Just find your balance. And if you are feeling steady, option to bend your knees a little here, reach back and connect your left hand for your left foot for Arder, Chandra, Chapasana. Take one more breath and gently release. I'm going to move into a wide leg forward fold, just softly landing your left foot, hands to the floor, walk a quarter turn to your left for Prasarita Padottanasana. Lengthen on your inhale and fold on your exhale. Take some resting breath. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then warrior 2 on your left side to the back of your mat. We'll take 5 breaths here. Keeping the verticality of your spine and attentiveness to your foundation. Smooth quality to your breath. Next breath in, reverse your warrior, and as you reach up and back, just straighten your left leg. Join the thighs, exhale, triangle pose. Left side body long, shadowing out over the midline of your left leg. Right hand to the ceiling. And as you extend up, pull the right fingers up and out of the knuckles there, extending to the edge of your body. Balancing the stability in your legs with a feeling of openness across the pelvis, torso, your breath. On an inhale, reverse your warrior, rebend your left knee. And on your exhale, firm your belly, make your way into half moon. So the precision, mindfulness you offer here to your left standing foot and leg will really help to stay balanced. If your left foot's on an angle and the weight's in your little pinky toe, it's going to be quite hard to balance. So 4 corners of your left foot anchored, left thigh strong and engaged. And from this space, just start to expand, give your arms some space to extend, open your chest. And then option to bend and catch your right foot in sugarcane pose. And here, just trying to keep the bowl of your pelvis neutral, the base of your spine long. Eyes down, release. Try and land as lightly as you can. Hands to the mat. Walk a quarter turn around to your right now. No rush. Angle your heels out, toes in. Arches of your feet nice and bright. Open on your inhale. Fold on your exhale between your wide legs. Breathing in, lift up halfway. And exhale, walk around to face the front of your mat. Find your runner's lunge there. And from here, either step through or in your own way, make your way to a seat, middle of your mat. And we'll set up for Janushi Sasana. Extending your left leg out straight, taking the sole of your right foot to your inner upper left thigh. Sit tall, even on your sit bones, facing your left leg, breathing in. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale and forward fold. And then on an inhale, return your spine upright and twist. Keep the legs where they are, left hand to your right knee, right fingertips behind for support. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale and revolve to your right. Keep breathing, just sensing your breath rising toward your chest so your collarbones lift lightly. And then your exhale, feel the navel draw and sink back toward your spine as you twist. We'll just continue to breathe with that orientation. Turn your gaze forward as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just cross your left shin in front of you right now. Flex your toes. Breath in, raise your arms overhead. Breath out and fold over your legs. And walking the hands back. We'll change sides. Right leg out long. Left knee folded. And when you're ready, lengthening on your inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale and fold. Trying to revolve your left ribs toward your right knee there. And then gently ease your way back up. We're twisting to the left now. And as your eyes turn away from your right leg, see that the leg stays active, toes flexing back toward your shin. Breathing in, eyes forward, and then cross your right shin now in front of your left. Crossing at the middle shins, toes flexed, breath in, arms overhead. Breath out and forward fold. Just letting go of any clenching, gripping through the outer seam of your hips, your buttocks. And when you feel ready, walking the hands back now, gathering any additional layers or props you may wish to make yourself comfortable for rest. Taking these final 5 minutes to sit or recline quietly in shavasana. And letting go of all your effort now with a big sigh. And sensing your body bearing down into the support that's holding you. Feeling the weight of your shoulders drop. Your hips and pelvis heavy. Your belly relaxed. and moving toward a place of stillness as your breath, body, and the practice all begin to settle. And remain here, simply feeling the nurturing effects of letting go. And I'll be back to guide you back. And beginning to deepen your breath, inviting movement back into your hands, your feet. And if you're laying back, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor. And gently, softly roll to your right side. Take a moment to pause. One last rest. And then dragging your way back up to sit. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. The light in me honors the light within each and every one of you. Namaste.